Okay, so I've got some sets here. I've got a terminal running. I've got some diagrams here. The way this script works here is I enter a log here and it shows up there in the terminal. We're going to be talking about some new methods available to us in sets in ECMAScript 2025. And the first thing I want to point out is that a set is not an array. And I can prove that by saying array.isArray and this first set, and I get a false. However, the way we usually work with sets or manipulate sets is by turning them back into arrays. So we spread them out into an array, and boom, now it's an array. So we're going to go through some examples here. We're going to start with this diagram, which is where I want everything that's in A and everything that's in B, and that's called a union. The way we would normally do that is creating a new set, and then very much like any array, we just spread them into each other. And there you go. We have our set from one of these goes from 0 to 10, the other one from 5 to 15. All those numbers are in there. Now, as of ES 2025, we don't have to do all this array manipulation. We can say A union B. We get the exact same results. Okay, let's try another one. This is going to be an intersection. So an intersection is just the data that is shared between the two sets. So the way we would do this previously is, again, we would create a new set. We're going to use some array methods here, spread A, and then we're going to say A, and we're going to filter that. Call that X, and then we're just going to return that B has it. And then we get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, this is 0 to 10 and 5 to 15. So these are the numbers that are in both of those sets. Nowadays, we can just say A dot intersection B. We get the exact same result, and we did not have to convert it to an array. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this next one is going to be difference. So we're looking at the difference. So we want everything that's in A that's not in B in this diagram. So again, using kind of standard array methods, we're going to create a new set. We're going to spread A. Then we're just going to filter, call it X again. And we'll say not B.has X. So now we get everything that is, in our case, in A and not in B. And again, with ES 2025, we can just say A difference B. We're done. We didn't have to convert anything to an array. Everything was a set the entire time. Okay, now we're going to look at symmetric differences. So this is everything that is in both sets, but not in both sets at the same time. So it's in A only or B only. They don't share it. So new set, A as an array. We'll filter again. We can just grab this from our previous filter. Cool. So now we have everything that's in A and not in B. And then all we need to do, we can do the exact same thing and just concatenate it. We'll just switch it around. So concat, we'll drop that in there. We'll change this to B, and then we'll say not A has. And now we have 0 through 4 and 11 through 15, which lines up. So if we look at that guy, there's our 0 through 4 and then 11 through 15 because they both share the 5 through 10. Okay, so in ES 2025, A, that's symmetric difference. B, we're done. It was a set the entire time. That's pretty dope. Okay, so now we are going to look at finding a subset between two sets. So that's where everything in A exists in B. A is a subset of B. So we're just going to spread out D, and we're going to say every. So again, we're just using array methods here. And we'll say C has. And that's it. And I didn't point these out, but C is 0 through 10, and D is 0 through 5. So D is clearly a subset of C. Save that, and we get our true as expected. Okay, so ES 2025, we just say D is subset of C. And we get our true again. Awesome. So I won't bother writing all this out, but we also have is superset of. So that's going to be the opposite diagram. So A is the superset of B in this diagram. So we're just going to say C is a superset of D, and that is true. Everything in C is in D. Okay, here we're going to talk about finding a disjoint data set. So that's where everything in A is not in B. In our case, we're going to use C and D. So we're going to say not, we're going to spread C, every, call it X again, and sorry, that should have been D, and C has X. And we get false because it's not disjointed. What's in D is in C. Now in ES 2025, we can just say C is disjoint from D. We get the exact same result. If we wanted to make this true, we'll just come up here and take D, and we'll just plug in some random numbers. And now we get true and true because they don't share any values. And there you have it. That is some really cool ECMAScript 2025 set methods that really don't require you converting them into arrays in order to manipulate or evaluate them.